Welcome to The Conscious Creative from MuseWorks Audio.
Back again today. Welcome to MuseWorks Audio Vlog 2. Today I want to talk about something that I feel like is kind of overlooked by the majority of artists. So that's why I want to talk about it. I know that as an artist I've overlooked it for a really long time, and that's creating out of service. It's a difficult subject because a lot of us create for ourselves. I know that I really have done that in the past, and I do it today as well. But I also consider the service aspect to a degree. So what does that mean, creating out of service? I think it means really considering what you're saying, how what you're saying is going to affect people, and what cultures are you creating, imposing, or perpetuating with your music, and are those cultures that you want to be perpetuating? I think that's one aspect of it, is just really considering how you're using your voice. I think one of my favorite examples of a person really using their music as service is Nipsey Hussle. I think when I listen to Nipsey Hussle, I hear someone who is serving his community, who's teaching the younger people how to create wealth, how to shift their lifestyle, and how to shift the culture. That's what I hear when I hear Nipsey Hussle. I hear someone empowering the people younger than him and speaking to them in an empowering sense. And that's another thing that I think we can make people feel big, or we can make people feel small. We can make people feel empowered, or we can make people feel disempowered. And so something that I've been studying as I've been growing my business and working on my brand, doing this podcast that I'm doing these vlogs, something that I've been learning is our value is tied to how many people we serve and how well we serve them. And I think, and I've heard this, that the most successful artists know that they have something of value, like something of value within them that they want to share, and they view it as service to share. Now, it takes a lot of confidence to do that. You have to be confident, you have to love yourself, you have to know that you have something of value to the rest of the world. And that's not easy. It's not easy to believe that, but it's true. And we're not told that very often, but it's true. So if you sit down to create, and I find this very empowering when I do sit down to create, because after a while I started to get to a point, because I was writing as like working out my emotions, which is awesome and needed, very needed. But it got to a point where I was like almost feeling a little bit selfish, and seeing it as an act of service kind of made me realize that what I was doing had value, even if it's just one or two people that that feel empowered from your music. It doesn't matter. That's huge. If you make a difference in one person's life, that's huge. It may not be everything you're hoping to accomplish, but it's a start. So it gives me an extra little reason to work on my art, because I know that if I'm writing out of service and I'm writing empowering music, that effort can never be wasted, because once it's out there, it will be increasing the level of goodness in the world, and you can never go wrong with that. So that's kind of what I mean by creating out of service. Working as a business owner, as an audio engineer, and doing the podcast has really made me look at it in that way, because that's one of the first rules of business is service, right? So I've been creating less for the past year, but I've been learning about service and how to serve, and it's been really valuable and something that I'm gonna take back to my creative space when I start creating a little bit more, which I will be next month. I'm gonna be doing an hour a day in November, which I'm really looking forward to. An hour a day of writing or producing for myself and for a little collaboration project. That's sort of my thoughts on creating with service. I hope that it makes sense, and I hope that it gives you a little extra to go sit down and write again. Just want to say thanks for listening, and give me a follow on YouTube. Check out the podcast, because I've been hearing a lot of really good things about them. People seem to really like them, and I really like them as well. So they're going to keep coming once a week, and I have some really cool guests coming up that we're going to be talking about business and also talking about some other stuff. So check that out, and give me a follow on Instagram. Going to be posting, especially next month, I'll be posting every day about my creative endeavors and whatnot. So thanks for listening, and take care.